Tuesday it came out, last Tuesday. How has the response been? And you can't use the word positive.
It's been negative. It's been negative. It's been double negative. Honestly, I don't read a lot of our reviews. The stuff that I usually read are things that people have tweeted to us, and usually people who are slagging us off aren't going to tweet that to us.
Okay.
So in my world, it's all like totally rosy, and I prefer to be cloistered that way. Does that seem healthy to you, James?
Yeah, it sounds like a healthy relationship.
Yeah, well, what about you? Do you like to read negative reviews?
No, God, no. No, I try not to read any reviews. Everyone says that, it's a lie. But I try not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am lying a bit, but I have read a few reviews. My parents do it all for me, actually. My parents have us on Google Alerts. Because that's something that only parents do. They put things on Google Alerts.
Digital scrapbooks.
Yeah, whereas we just will Google something when we want to know about it, but they will make it so that they get annoying junk mail every day when someone posts, reposts on a website that has previously posted the Zolas. They'll get an update, even though it has nothing to do with us.
And they read everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Everything, yeah. I got an email from my mom saying don't worry, Zach, we put out a hit on the guy from U of T, at the U of T newspaper. I was like, what? Why? And I called, and she said that he had posted a less than glowing review, and it was the only one, she said, but she hated him.
Oh, I hope my review didn't get put out on a hit by your mom.
I don't know, if you see a pretty 65-year-old Jewish lady sort of creeping around your house, then you know you're about to get whacked hard.
The title track, Ancient Mars, and I kind of want to know what it's about.
It's about Ancient Mars. To me is it's a metaphor for that beautiful place that you can never go back to once you leave. Ancient Mars used to, according to what they think, used to be like Earth, and it had trees and water and animals maybe, and it was having this beautiful heyday. And then 2 billion years later, there's no evidence of that anymore. And I think that it's a little bit like the kind of love that you find in your 20s, where at one point it was the most optimistic, most teeming thing in your life, and there was no way to think about it as anything but a living entity. And then 3 years later, after breaking up, you run into each other at a grocery store, and there's no evidence of any of that anymore.
It's so sad.
Yeah, but no, but it's not. But
it's macabre.
It's not macabre. The point is that it's not macabre. It's not sad and it's not happy. It's just it's kind of a beautiful feature of love and of the universe, I guess. I don't know, that's really broad. That's stretching it for sure.
What's something you want people to know about this album?
Wow. Man, I just don't care. I mean, we already made the album. I don't care what people know about it. I want to know what they know about the album more than I want to tell them about something. People who listen to your music, they know something about your album that you can never know. By the time an album comes out, you're so used to the songs that it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. I mean, it does, but not as much. It means more to the people who are hearing it fresh, and I want to hear what those songs apply to in their lives.
I like the name, the Zolas. Who came up with it? Was it you or John?
It was me, actually. When we first, I'm trying to think of what. Yeah. When we first came up with this band, it was at the same time basically this band only exists because we made a record, Tick Tock Tick, and we wanted to put it out. So we were like, let's come up with a name and let's just do it.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't. Tom and I never agree on anything, and eventually it was actually slowing down production. So we had to. We just decided that. I remember we were at like an all-you-can-eat Indian place, and we were hating each other because we couldn't agree on anything. And we're like, this sucks. Let's just divide our responsibilities. And Tom's like, you come up with a band name, I'll name the album and come up with and decide on the album artwork. And we're like, okay.
Oh, okay, so you just split it up like
Yeah, and Zolas is just about, there's a writer named Emile Zola, a French writer from the late turn of the 19th century. And I'm a fan. That's all.
Interesting. A lot of Canadian music coming out right now, especially from British Columbia, I noticed.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Canadian bands?
You want to go first?
Loverboy, Bryan Adams, Street Heart.
Is that a real band?
Yeah. I'm a big Shania Twain fan because I'm a big Mutt Lange fan. And
Everyone who has ever loved you was wrong.
I'm gonna go with actual bands. We Are the City is my favorite Canadian band.
I really like them too.
Royal Canoe is my other favorite Canadian band. Royal Canoe is a band that they're a little bit like Vancouver, or sorry, not Vancouver. They're from Winnipeg. They're like a Canadian TV on the radio. They're one of the most fun bands to go see live, and they have more gear than I've ever seen on a single stage, and it's the weirdest, strangely danceable music that you'll ever hear. If you ever have a chance to see them, go see them.
Music phases?
Phases? Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Like things you'll listen to for like 2 months straight?
Yeah, and then it's dead to you after that.
Well, not dead to me, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's shelved.
Move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Nice to know I'm not the only one. Do you guys like the Zelda video games?
The Super Nintendo one, absolutely, it was amazing. Yeah, growing up playing Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Super Nintendo video games, like the quintessential RPG.
You?
I wasn't allowed any of that.
Oh wow, really?
No, I was.
Bohemian parents.
Yeah, no TV. Actually, they let me watch one show a week, so I chose The Simpsons on Thursday nights.
Very good choice.
Yeah.
But so you had a TV, but you just weren't allowed to.
Yeah, it was the ultimate in torture as a kid.
Chinese water torture, really.
Yeah.
Oh. Twizzlers or nibs, if you know what that is.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Oh, what about Twizzlaters? Has anyone mentioned those?
What are those?
They're the ones that there's purple ones and there's like strawberry ones. They're thicker, and they're I'm gonna go with wild called pull-and peels.
Oh, those ones you pull off like the little strings of it?
Yeah, right. And there's 9 of them, so you can braid them together and then braid the braids.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I can't beat that.
Out of the two of you, who's the most laid back? Or who's the most laid back in the band, I guess?
He's the most laid back in the band. He doesn't care about anything. The only thing he cares about is the purity of whatever music he is listening to, the purity of the intentions of whoever music he was listening to, and he cares about how his girlfriend's feeling.
Well, pretty good priorities.
When you reach your mid-20s, you just learn to accept the general fuckness of the world and focus on smaller things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like Woody Allen by comparison to him.
If you could be any musician in another band, who would you be?
You gotta go first. I need to think.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Damon Albarn. I think from Gorillaz and The Good, the Bad, and the Queen and a little band called Blur, because he does whatever he wants, and it's always interesting, and he works with whoever he wants, and he's probably been through like 5 different genres, and all of them have been like insanely creative and cool.
Nice.
I'm really just the song and dance man of the band because I play bass. So,
but he's a solo. He does his own thing too.
You could throw me in, you know, a sort of decline of the Western civilization, you know, metal band on, you know, any of those bands kind of playing bass guitar. I'd be really happy for a couple of days.
Only a couple of days?
Well, can you be that guy forever?
Well, that's what I want to know. Who would you be forever?
Forever?
Alright, be in a band.
That'd be Brian.
No? Yes?
Or we've talked about Brian Adams. We've talked about Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield. I'd like to be Rick Springfield.
What's his hit?
Jesse's Girl. The poor man's Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, last question. It's
The
kind of
poorer man's Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, last question is a tough one. You're told for sure that the world will end in 24 hours, and given $100, what do you buy?
Oh, a couple of really nice chiffon blouses or something like that. I want to go out looking good.
Same thing with velvet.